Welcome friends, this is Weaselfan, and today we're back on the NSG server. Today's projects include a very small but efficient iron golem farm to just build up our supply of iron without having to go to the previous farm all the time. And we also started work on our villager trading hall and covered a few updates we did in between episodes. I hope you guys have a good time. I know I did, so just sit back and enjoy today's episode. Let's get into it. One thing we desperately need to fix here, guys, is this, right here. I am down to 32 blocks of iron. Now, I've got the really nice iron farm. I set up a juber, and I think that'll still be able to provide quite a bit of iron blocks for necessary for, like, beacons and such, but I occasionally need a lot more with hoppers and pistons and all that stuff, and I gotta be honest, I'm not that close to the farm to be able to run out there all the time to grab more iron. So I want to set up a smaller version here. And I saw a cool little design that's similar in idea and thought process as the one that Juber and I built, but should function a little bit better with the portal linking and such, and might be quite stackable later on. So I'm going to attempt to build that, actually, in an area you guys are already familiar with. Boom! I'm sure you guys recognize that was a spot where the weeping vines were at earlier. That thing never really worked the way I wanted it to, so I just got rid of it. Got the resources back. There was a lot of glass and some hoppers that would be helpful, so I just went ahead and grabbed it all back. I think that would be a great spot for the iron farm, right next to the tree farm over here, and I need to turn this on while I'm working, because while I'm working I can just keep coming over here and checking on it. Side note, we don't really need the weeping farm anymore, because number one, the poppies from the iron golem farm will be giving us plenty of bone meal, and number two, this potato farm's working a treat. I actually have taken several out of here, and it's already given me 2 stacks, which is more than I think the weeping vines has ever given me in total. So I'm quite happy with building this. That was quite worth it. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, build the base up for this, and I'll explain to you guys how it works after that. Well, here it is, the final product. It's very small, very simple. This is actually based off a similar concept that of the farm that Juber and I built, except on a smaller scale. So essentially, in that center area there is a pillager. Let's see if you can see him. There he is going up and down. I pacified him, and he's just simply going on a little clock that's popping him up and down, and he's got a name tag so he won't despawn. Each of these areas has 3 villagers and 3 beds, and they can access each of the beds. Notice the trapdoors there are not blocking them, and they're in positions. Everything is slabbed or glass except for the platforms around the portal. There's about 4 blocks, if you count each of these as half blocks, where the iron golem can spawn on, and they immediately get taken through the nether portal. We can actually see them occasionally if we can catch a glimpse of them. Sometimes they go so quickly you can't see them. You can only hear them if you're up there, but I can occasionally see them. Let's see if we can get... There we go, there we go. Did you see that? He got immediately taken over into the nether. I'll show you the killing area in a bit, but on the other side of the nether is a portal with a killing chamber, and underneath that is a drop that takes it to another nether portal that's a little lower, where it sends it back through to the overworld, up this item elevator, and back into the sorting system. It's extremely simple. I'll show you the other side of it. Yeah, I was debugging a little bit of stuff earlier. I think the beds were getting blocked by the way I originally had it, but this one's working fine. I'll show you something that I did in the sorting area before we head off to the nether. I actually, before I go up, I'm trying not to use up my rocks, I gotta renew them. I moved around everything. This used to be where the bone meal is, and now it's where the iron is. You can see I've gotten quite a bit. It'll just passively give me some iron. I moved the bone meal over here, specifically because if you go over the wall here, let me show you. There were these 2 gaps where I had the pillars where there weren't chests, and I actually put a sorting system on one. Ooh, that's not supposed to be there. Let's get rid of that. I put a sorting system onto one of these sections of pillars because these were only just lined with half slabs, and it is sorting out the poppies from the iron golem farm, and they just immediately get taken into a composter back into the system where we already have bone meal going. So it's just a way where I can simplify the sorting system, not have to set up some weird stuff where it sorts it out over there. I'll just sort it out here and throw it back into the bone meal section. I thought that was a pretty simple way to solve the problem that I was having. Well, let's go ahead and go into the nether. This took careful calculations. I had to move my portal slightly so that this will work. There is the iron golem killing chamber up there. All it is the nether portal's right in there where you can see that brick out is where the portal is, and on the edges is a bunch of, let's see if we can see them in here. You can see them right there is a bunch of trapdoors, so they think they can walk out, And when they walk out, they go onto the lava. Now, it's not super efficient. There's no water pushing them or anything. They'll eventually walk out, and if they don't, other iron golems coming through the portal will push them out. And so it'll eventually work out fine. Like, that guy will eventually either get pushed out or walk out. There we go. I think he walked out there. And it just goes down this hopper line. There might be a more efficient way to do this, but I decided this was actually probably the cheapest way for me to do it. Down to a small little clock that shoots the items into another portal down below. And each of these are carefully calculated to go to the exact coordinate in the overworld and the nether, vice versa, so that they do not cross-link. And I've tested that extensively. They do not cross-link. It all actually works out really well. I got really lucky with those. And ooh, I gotta take this down. I'll take it down later. But yeah, this is just going to be a nice passive way to generate iron on my base. If I ever need any major iron, I can always use the farm Jupiter and I made. That makes a lot more iron at a more efficient rate than the one over here. But this one's not bad. This one just will keep it passive as I'm over in the area. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do a lot more passive farms. Like, this tree farm's really nice, but it's an active farm. I have to turn it on and turn it off. Same with the cobblestone farm. But like the potato farm and now the iron farm are all very passive, and there's a few other passive farms I want to build. Ones that I don't have to actively farm and help. As you can also see, I also culled, C-U-L-L-E-D, if you didn't understand, most of the villagers around here. I just went ahead and killed them. I might develop, oh, there we go, some more iron. I might develop some kind of filtering chamber so that when this overloads, it just kind of kills the villagers. But for right now, I think I'm just going to occasionally kill them all off. I've already taken a big chunk of them out for the iron farm, and I'm going to take another big chunk of them out for the next project. So it should be a while before they start squishing out again. Another problem I am having with this is occasionally the little babies will jump off the fence onto these half slabs or onto the ice there. I had a baby on the trapdoors there and an adult actually in the water stream right there. So I have to occasionally come and clean that up. I might work on that later at some point to try to prevent that from happening. I have a few ideas on how to fix it, but for now I think it's fine the way it is. I might do like a little trap there to get them. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. Let's see, I've been having problems. I think some of the villagers over here have claimed beds. So they're occasionally getting the thunderclouds where popular. Oh, no, okay, it's just cleared out. I must have killed the ones that claimed the beds. Okay, that's fixed. Okay, that's one less problem I gotta worry about. So yeah, I guess we can move on to the next project now that we got nice passive bone meal and iron coming in. You guys might notice I made an addition onto the network. I think that's what I might call it, the network or the hive. I don't know. I'll figure something out. Maybe not the hive, but I like the network. Anyway, this right here is a villager trading area. I kind of actually really wanted it for the farmers, but there were a few other kinds of villager tradings that I need to do. The big thing with the villagers is I want to unlock all the way to the golden carrots. I want to make that my food source because as you can tell, I'm actually out of food at the moment. And I have to keep going out there to kill cows and sheep and pigs, and it's just kind of getting a little annoying. So hopefully these guys will help solve that problem if I can get them to unlock those. That's a project off screen. I hit this guy. That's why that's up there. I might replace him. But I kind of wanted to show you guys how it works. You can see I got this little ugly rail line going by. Oh, I always do that. I'm running low on rockets. I need to get some more, and I kind of don't want to use up all the ones that I have, but I keep doing that, which is nice. Anyway, we go up here, and it's just a simple rail line over to my villager breeder. If you can tell, I've actually got a couple of minecarts. I did a test, sending 2 villagers at a time, and it did not go well. So I'm going to just send one. The problem I'm having is that they sometimes... Here, I'll show you the problem with this setup that I have. So I built it a little bigger than the recommendation, and I don't know if that's causing me the problems that I'm having. I think it might be, but it just takes them over to here, and I'll discuss my problem in a bit. It takes them over to here, knocks them off, and then they go down there. Now the problem is, let's see if he did it correctly or if he didn't. Theoretically, this should be his station. So if I remove it, he should no longer be a farmer. But he's still a farmer, because he's gotten onto one of these 2. I gotta figure out which one it is. It was that one, okay. So, I mean, it's not a big fix. They're stuck in there because these trapdoors in the carpet, which is the whole reason I built this. So I go ahead and place that one down. Try to get him to reclass. Oh, he wants this one, so I'm going to remove that one. There we go. So we can put these back, and he's on this barrel now. What traits you got? Emerald. Oh, I might have to. I might wait for these trades because I can easily do those without farming. That guy's going to be shot. But yeah, I want to fill in all this, so I want the farmers for the golden carrots, I want the stonemasons for the quartz blocks and maybe some of the terracotta, I want the clerics for the glowstone, the redstone, and the lapis. There's no real easy way to farm this. There's a few other trades as well that I might need. There's a whole nother section here. I'm not sure what I want to do. I kind of don't want to do librarians because there's already shops and individuals on the server who are working with librarians, and I feel that that's where I kind of want to get most of my materials from, is from already made shops when it comes to that. Yeah, I'm quite liking this. I think this is a nice little setup. What I might do is put some slabs on top of this, because that'll also block the view of it. Oh, let's break this. So yeah, off camera, I think I'm going to get all these slots filled out, get some villagers in there, trade them up until I get the items I need. So I'm quite happy with this. This will probably, hopefully, solve my fuel. And by the way, if you're wondering what's under here, it's a lot of glowstone. The raid farm that I have over there actually is giving me quite a bit of glowstone with witches. And I mean, I'm subsidizing it with the clerics, but the witches are actually giving me quite a bit, so I'm using it as the hidden lighting so I don't have to waste all my sea lanterns. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this design. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the back. It might be like a control panel, might be a wall, or it might be another hallway to somewhere else. Like this is just an extension hallway that you could run through. Not sure yet. I'm definitely going to duplicate this on the other side and figure out what I want to do there between episodes as well. Yeah, let me know what you guys think, and if you guys have any ideas on how I can improve it. There are also a couple of things I wanted to show you that I've been working on in between episodes. As you can see, I've leveled off my Bad Omen farm. This is a little farther than the absolute range they can spawn in, and you can notice I haven't filled this one in yet, but you can see the border there. They can only spawn within this platform. Now the problem that I'm also having with this, and you'll occasionally see it, is if they spawn out here, they can't actually see the iron golems. Like that guy right there can't see the iron golem, neither can this guy over here. So what I might do is I might come back in. I now know the limit that they go. I can now maybe put some slabs up and force them to come in here. But I've improved the rates significantly by doing this already. And I can definitely get Bad Omen all I want now. And yeah, it's getting a little faster, and I can get it much quicker, and I don't have to go AFK here to get Bad Omen 5 for as long. Yeah, this was a bit of a big project, but it was so boring I didn't want to do it on screen with you guys. It was just a lot of digging and flattening out, and I figured you guys didn't want to see that. If you want to know, I didn't fill it all with dirt. The edges over here that are very high up are one layer of dirt, and the rest of it's flooded soil underneath. So I also have to go through and check and see if there's any caves underneath that these guys could be spawning in. I know there was a cave over there that I had to flood. You can kind of see it like right over there. So yeah, I got to find all that out if I want to get the rates to improve, but it's not too bad at the moment. I'm quite happy with it. One thing you guys haven't seen but got a little bit of a preview with at the end of the last episode was the raid farm. I added a sorting system. Before it was going into just a couple of double chests, and as you can see I have kind of filled up everything. This would have filled up those double chests. This gunpowder is what I've been using to make my rockets. I need to get some more soon. And I used a little bit of the glowstone up with the farm, but I got all these. I got a bunch of banners, a bunch of heads, and miscellaneous. I got a lot of totems of undying and saddles. I need to go through and get rid of all these crossbows and axes. But overall, I also occasionally get witch heads. I don't think I get them enough to really warrant. What I will do is I'll throw this in here. But what's that? Some cooked chicken. Where did I get cooked chicken from? Wait, I'm slightly confused about where I got cooked chicken from. Whatever, I'll leave it in there. And anything left over gets kind of chucked off the edge. I might replace this with lava here because they're getting stuck on these items, and you get like a bunch of stuff just sitting in the water down there. But yeah, just a little bit of extra, and then I built into the elevator, so it's from down here you can just kind of come up here and see everything. Use the farm. This thing has been working great. I'm doing it on my anytime I need rockets, so I'm getting plenty of emeralds, and it's going to help a lot with the villager farm. So yeah, just wanted to give you an update on what's going on with the other projects. Unfortunately, friends, that's all we have time for today. But I hope you guys had a good time. I know I did. We got a lot of really efficient farms going that are just going to enable us to do some really cool stuff in the future. Anyway, I hope you each have a wonderful and safe week. I love each and every one of you, and I will be sure to see you guys here on the next episode of Minecraft here on the NSG server. Goodbye.